You know what's evil, guys? I just did this. I cannot believe how evil I am. I'm so evil. I take my brain, I just activate my brain because that's kind of a better thing to do is just activate your brain, right? Look at this one right up here, right? 1, 2. It's better I activate my brain, right? I like the tries. I'm all about the tries, right? 1, 2, 3. It's better to do stuff than not actually do stuff. You know, that's the problem. People don't want to do anything, right? So we got to try and do stuff, right? Ray, okay? There's a V for vengeance. Do you know what's actually crazy? I want you to hear what's crazy. Okay, hold on a second. There's so many crazy things in this world that are happening. It's really scary, right? But get this. You know what's scary? Look at this one right here too, right? See this one? Liv Morgan, right? See what I'm saying? There's better things we can do, and we can look at creepy things and actually things that we want to look at, BP, because I know what my viewers want from me, right? And that's all I can do is just show what my viewers want. 1, 2. Pokemon will be coming out. Do you get what I'm saying? Pokemon will be coming out, and I'll be ready for it, guys. You get what I'm saying? Pokemon ZA will come out, and I will be ready for it, right? I think like videos need to be detailed a little bit. There needs to be some, some people doing some things, right? 1, 2. We need to have slashes. Okay? We're going to need to have slashes. We're going to need to have some things going on. Okay? We're going to need to close our eyes, right? Realize why a wrestler is singing about a song about if you just close your eyes, like a band for a wrestler, so they have a theme song, right? Far and wide. It is better that we start to figure out what is actually going on, right? If we can only figure out what is actually going on, then just maybe it will be fun, right? But if we do not try and do anything like that, I'm not surprised what will happen, right? Have you ever heard of Paint, by the way? There's a game called, what's the game called? Mario Paint. Paint's a really crazy one. That's a very controversial one. We already know about that one being very controversial too, right? So you know about Paint, right? So we have to be a little bit careful of what we're actually talking about, guys. See, I get legs easily. You know what I'm saying? I know side and I know legs, so I get them easily. And that's an outline, right? I just get the legs easily. But like that's what I'm trying to say to you. Guess what the song is? Go green, right? Go green. Did you see Concord? What was it? What was the representation of Concord? We know what the representation of Concord was. What was in the shooter for Concord? It was a black female. Right? Some of the things I am trying to actually tell you is there is really good things that happen. But guess what people do? Rather than admit they're wrong or say something, they don't say anything. They're lazy. How about you like that? I love creepy stuff. They're lazy, people. That's all they are. They're lazy. And that's the only thing that we can deal with is that they're lazy. But meanwhile, here's a BP Devil up here, right? And a painted wall. And we had Emio, and Emio's got really good reviews online, right? And we had Emio that had a trailer, right? And Emio is like different kind of video game that you can play, right? So we have that going on. Okay. So, but when they provided you the trailer to Emio, you know how crazy that was, right? You know what's insane about people? Let me try and tell you something that's insane about people is that they don't pay attention to that. They pay attention to something like that, but they don't pay attention to this. 1, 2, 3. They don't pay attention to the things that are actually happening. So I just commonly tell you that that people they're pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but people are. They're really crazy, and I don't know why they're crazy, but they just want to choose to be that way. That's that's what they want to do. Being being stupid is really dumb. Oh my gosh, it is really dumb to be stupid. Mewtwo being a gel leg right now is so stupid. You know what I'm saying? I want to find the starers. They stare in excitement and then they run away. I want to do that by, if somebody's ranking Sonic the Hedgehog games, they need to have Sonic the Hedgehog games, right? Ubisoft had a good game called Child of Light. Very good game. Fun game. I played a lot of that game. That game is fun. So I'm trying to get back my Child of Light game. I'll tell you why I'm trying to get back my Child of Light game. Is I have an Xbox account and it's pretty cool, and I have like a lot of gamer score, and a lot of people online know that I have an account like that. So that's an account I'm trying to get back. But you know what? We're gonna have a candy fruit roll up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a candy known as fruit roll up, and it's a big major candy. When you're gonna be talking about candies, mainly you'll be talking about Gushers, but the difficult one will be talking about fruit roll-ups, right? So there's a thought of talking about fruit roll-ups, and fruit roll-ups are a very unique discussion when it comes to different things that are in our world. Wow, look there. I find like being crazy is not really solving anything, like just nothing. We're gonna see a pair of shorts right here. See what I'm saying? And the worst part is like, why Uni, this character that they made for you and everybody, and this character they just decided to make, right? Why does Uni have this idea that it's going to have a detail on its legs? You're going to have a PlayStation 5 Pro that's going to have Uni details, and you're going to have shorts. But that's the surprising thing to me with people, okay? Is I would rather accept things that are going on. See, here's the thing. Astrobot may have came out. For some reason, this video game, Astrobot, came out, right? That game may have came out. Look at this one right up here. 1, 2, 3. But the game, that's the game that they just want you to pay attention to. Whoop-de-doo. People want you to actually pay attention to that game. But it's a game you would want to actually pay attention to? 1, 2. It's a game? Ishtar. What's up, Ishtar? A game that you want to pay attention to for some reason. You want to pay. I cannot believe this is almost like a side right here. Nintendo's scary, man. That's like a side right there. That's why they keep talking about leg up. But because I already got the leg up, so they were talking about that, and it's a pretty crazy thing that's going on. But the thing about it is, geez, I cannot believe we got a hanger right there, right? See, that's what I'm trying to tell you is there's a lot of crazy things that are actually going on versus other things, like being talked about. But Stellar Blade's a good game. I really like the stuff that I saw from Stellar Blade, right? I'm trying to get you to understand something. I like some of the things I saw from Stellar Blade. I like some of the things I saw from Foam Stars, right? But I'm trying to actually tell you something, right? Right now, a game that is so simply designed is being talked about. People want to talk about a simply designed video game. Right now, 2024, for whatever this year is, for some reason, is not the year of video games. Is that a shocker? Heck yeah, that's a shocker. Get this. This team would have not won if I was not online today. Do you get what I'm saying? If I was not online playing this video game right now, no chance. They would have been forced into the battle of the hider, because there was a guy that was hiding on the tower, and it was a really hard matchup, and I was able to just, stop that matchup from happening, right? 1, 2. But the things, there's so many things we could talk about in this world, okay? There's a lot of things we can talk about in this world, but we're supposed to be talking about Ray and Swoop. And the reason we're supposed to be talking about Ray and Swoop is, for some reason, when they made Erdtree, they made some really good ideas in Erdtree. But the only idea that we get from good ideas from Erdtree is from me. So there has to be some ideas that I have to, just try and figure out, right? It's not really easy to figure out, and I have to try and figure it out for you, So that's why I talk about Child of Light. Okay. You want to hear something that's scary too? Look how scary this is. Let's try and talk about this for a minute, just for a minute about this, right? I don't know. Maybe we should just add this right here too while we have this, right? That's a good one. Yeah. Boobs and butts are crazy. Yes, they are. Whatever. Yorda's crazy, right? Yeah, Yorda's pretty crazy. There's a lot of things happening with Yorda, okay? Yorda's doing a lot of insane things, okay? Uni and Yorda, they are just doing crazy things. But that's the thing. If you're talking about the mother of PlayStation, you want to talk about the mother of PlayStation, you know that Yorda's one of the mothers of PlayStation. There you go, stupid. Like if you ever have a friend that you're talking to, not you, the person watching, but the stupid person that's trying to argue or debate, right? The mother of PlayStation is Yorda. PlayStation 1, Ico, if they actually, did what Nintendo did and released a Star Fox game, but they released Ico, the way Ico was intended to be designed, that'd be really cool, right? That'd be something cool for PlayStation people, okay? And you're supposed to have different things on PlayStation, 1, 2. That's the thing about PlayStation is you want different things. Also, see what I'm saying? There's just a disconnection that's going on, right? Isn't there so many disconnections going on? Yeah, that does add up, believe it or not. And then people do actually start to notice that. And I think I respect the people who respect me. And I do see them. 1, 2. I see people who respect me, who like me. And then I see people that just, they're, competition, right? But I do see people that actually, for some reason, like the idea of me, right? A little bit of the idea of me, right? I wish people the best, That's all I can say is I wish people the best, right? Okay? That's all you can do is wish people the best. I chose the Detroit Lions. This world's pretty crazy. You should pay attention to the things that happen, right? Versus like the things that are given to you, right? That are really easy and really simple, right? I wanted to talk to you about, like, there's a popular YouTuber who tries to talk about things, right? And I'm like, that's not a smart thing to talk about when I've already talked about something, But that's what happens, right? This is the world we live in, right? Isn't our world just a little bit crazy? Just a little bit, little bit crazy, right? As opposed to the people that just want to get confusion. They just want confusion started, right? Which does not do anything. And if you keep doing things like that, you can almost expect that the people that are actually good video game developers, they'll get away from you. That's what's scary. They'll get away from you and they'll start bringing us into a bunch of problems. There you go. Then we'll be in those problems as opposed to, just because somebody wants views on YouTube or they want subscriptions on YouTube. That's not really solving anything. We're looking for legs. We're looking for stuff that's actually happening. We're looking for the reason why we looked at a music video and it had a face in it, right? We know which music video I'm talking about. Alternative band, right? Offspring, right? So we're trying to look for things that are actually happening in this world and why they're happening. That's the point. We're looking for two bunches. See this down here? We're looking for why Uni's trying to talk about two bunches, because two bunches are the miracle of life. Check. The pouring of a drink. Check. Look how creepy this is, right? That's two items, right? And of course, cream, right? So guess what? When we look at this, we have like a little BP thing down here, but then we go all the way up here, right? So we took this leg and we went all the way up here. It's a face, and it looks like a very creepy looking face, right? So we're trying to figure out like actual details that will happen in video games, and that's the details. Like, I find videos too much trashy videos, you know what I'm saying? But like the video I try to find for myself and to find for you, the video I try to go and find is to talk about Tiny. Let me try and say something to you. 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of people that play Neo Kuni. How many people do you think play Neo Kuni? A lot of people play Neo Kuni. A ton of people. I play Neo Kuni. A lot of people play Neo Kuni. Okay. So it's kind of like almost this idea of like when we're trying to talk about things that are creepy in this world, it's the creepy idea of how people are trying to interact with things, right? Okay. Right now, I've made things clear for me, right? Sometimes I'll take, it's like I've made little things that right now I'm just like, see how this looks? Wait, hold on, let me cut it off right there. See this 1, 2, 3? Look how that 1, 2, 3 looks, right? But I've cut off, see what I'm trying to say? I've cut off little ideas, right? And I think sometimes it's best to cut little ideas, right? I think it's best not to be political, okay? I think it's best to search for things that you need to do in this world, to search to make things better in this world, right? And you have to make revisions, okay? It's better to do it that way. Get the nasty things that come out of females, right? 1, 2. It's better to start doing things like that as opposed to, I'd rather care about somebody who wrote down a line to a video game called Top Gold, and they said Top Gold, and then I'd prefer to know about that, why somebody can actually sell you gold, right? Remember, there's stores that would be selling you gold, right? And I want to know about the coin collections. I want to know about the actual benefits that are happening in this world, right? Isn't that what you want to know? Yeah, that's what you want to know. That's the kind of stuff that we just want to know. I want to know about this one right here. See? Look at this one. We're looking for Hover. I'm trying to tell you why we're looking for Hover. Sonic Colors got remade. Every game that's getting remade has been pretty crazy, right? So like any game that's getting remade, or for some reason that game has a remake, it's pretty nuts. And then it also helps you out to getting to games that have not been remade. Sonic the Secret Rings, not been remade. A video game that has not been remade, right? It's a really good game. And I just know it's a good game. And that's kind of the cool part, right? So, like, it's kind of like learning something like that. How the heck is that going on, right? How is there, like, Sonic Colors, right? And then Sonic the Secret Rings is not getting remade, but if you were to talk about Sonic and the Secret Rings or everything that was going on in Sonic and the Secret Rings, it'd be very good to talk about that, because Sonic is talking about movies that are actually made in our world, right? Disney movies are made, right? So the fact that we don't have Sonic and the Secret Rings remade, right? Pretty crazy thing going on, right? Okay. So that is going on, okay? I have seen forms of products. I've seen forms of markets. I understand even like market ideas that goes on in people's heads, right? I do see that stuff, right? And I'm fair enough to be a fair person. But what I will actually tell you, okay, is I really do like looking at a 1, 2 like that, right? And what I'm going to tell you is I like that, okay? But I like to know. This is what I want you to know. I want you to know something, okay? This crazy one, man.